The Florida Thoroughbred Breeders and Owners Association and the Florida Department of Agriculture present Thoroughbred Week with John Henderson. Also presented by Adena Springs South, Daily Racing Form, Double Diamond Farm, Gulfstream Park, Jerry Parks Insurance Group, Lamb South, Ocala Breeders Sales Company, and Tampa Bay Downs.
Hi everyone, I'm Kate Bradar, filling in for John Henderson on this edition of Thoroughbred Week, featuring 6 graded stakes from Keeneland, including a stakes record performance by a champion mare in the Grade 1 Coolmore Jenny Wiley Stakes, along with a last-to-first winner of the Grade 1 Arkansas Derby on closing day at Oaklawn Park. But we begin with sprinters at Los Alamitos in the Grade 3 Los Angeles Stakes. Wild Dude, the even money favorite, Frank Mirmati, picks up the call.
It's a wide open scramble at the top of the stretch. Sir Kip, San Onofre on the outside, Giannis in between them, Wild Dude coming through at the rail, Raise the Secret, one from the outside. San Onofre is up to take the lead mid-stretch. Wild Dude is coming gamely, Giannis in between them, and Raise the Secret, but it's San Onofre in front with a 16th to go. Wild Dude's trying to close the gap. San Onofre focused, and another win in the Los Angeles for Edwin Maldonado, this time San Onofre, sharp in victory.
San Onofre takes it by a length over Wild Dude, giving jockey Edwin Maldonado his 4th consecutive victory in the LA Stakes, 5.5 furlongs in 102 flat. San Onofre was second by a neck to Distinctive Passion and Maldonado in this race last year at Santa Anita. He wore blinkers after finishing last in the Grade 2 San Carlos Stakes. The 6-year-old gelding by Surf Cat was bred in California by Bruce Headley. Trained by Kieran Headley, San Onofre has earned $402,000 from Matson Racing. DRF Breeding, home of the new sire-powered results tool. Access race results from North America. Visit drf.com/breeding for additional information. To Keeneland for the Grade 3 Ben Ally Stakes. Eagle, the 2-to-1 favorite. Kurt Becker picks up the call.
Midway on the far turn, and Noble Bird the leader by a length and a half. Eagle second by just a neck. General A-Rod is a wide third around J.S. Bach in fourth. Breaking Lucky is fifth out in the center of the racetrack, followed by Do You Know Something top of the stretch, and Noble Bird just waiting for a challenge. Eagle will try to offer one, swinging off the rail. Breaking Lucky is third. Eagle taking aim at Noble Bird, coming by the 8th pole. Noble Bird still has the lead. Eagle driving to get him on the outside. Final furlong of the Ben Ally. These two going at it past the 16th pole, and Eagle just will not quit and runs down Noble Bird. It is Eagle for Brian Hernandez Jr. to take it.
Eagle runs down Noble Bird to take it by a length and a quarter. Brian Hernandez Jr. aboard in 1:48 and 2. Now 3 for 3 at Keeneland. Eagle was coming off a 4th place finish in the Grade 2 New Orleans Handicap. The 4-year-old colt by Candy Ride was bred in Kentucky by his owner, W.S. Farish. Eagle has earned $395,000. Neil Howard trains the winner. Keeneland Stakes action is presented by Warrendale Sales, now accepting entries for the Keeneland September yearling sale. Next, the Grade 2 Oaklawn Handicap, FNX, the 8-to-5 favorite. Peter Aiello has the call.
They move now with the leader, FNX on the outside to put ahead in front. Back to second is Melatonin. Carve is third. Blofeld still no place to go from fourth. Now on the outside, Upstart is asked to do some work, but he's covering a lot of ground. They run to the top of the stretch, and Mike Smith sitting very confidently on FNX. He turns for the money after 3/4 in 112 flat. Melatonin, the big cap winner, fights back toward the inside, and these two are shoulder to shoulder with an 1/8 of a mile to go. But FNX is still very confidently ridden. He's given a crack of the crop by Mike Smith, and he moves away. Back to second is Melatonin, then Point Piper, but the Oaklawn Handicap to FNX.
FNX outfinishes Melatonin by a length. Mike Smith aboard the New York bred in 1:49 flat. Runner-up to American Pharoah in the Breeders' Cup Classic, FNX capped off last season by winning the Grade 1 Clark Handicap to clinch the title of New York bred Horse of the Year. In his seasonal debut, the Jimmy Jerkins trainee finished third when Melatonin won the Grade 1 Santa Anita Handicap. The 5-year-old horse by Mineshaft was bred in New York by Dr. Russell Cohen. FNX has earned $2,683,000 for Tribone Stable. Watch Thoroughbred Week replays online at tbredweek.com.
Standing at Crestwood Farm is Jack Milton, the only Grade 1 winning son of leading sire Warfront to retire to stud in 2016. He blazed a mile in 133 flat, winning the Poker Stakes at Belmont Park, and easily won the Grade 1 Makers 46 mile at Keeneland. From a tremendous female family, his first 3 dams are sired by precocious 2-year-olds on dirt. A commercial pedigree, Jack Milton's full sister sold for $1.9 million at Keeneland November.
Winning a Grade 1 at Keeneland at 2? That's pretty good.
And Carpe Diem has seized the day at Keeneland.
But to come back at 3 and win Keeneland's biggest race, that's a giant accomplishment.
Final furlong of the Toyota Bluegrass. It will be Carpe Diem rolling through Lexington.
He seized his opportunity. Now it's time to seize yours.
A Florida-bred. He is not just a racehorse. He is our heart. He is our toil and sweat. He soaks up the bright sunshine, becoming mighty and strong. He feasts on our abundant grass and drinks our mineral-rich water. He is a way of life, our champion. His excellence brings us chills as he competes, inspiring us to greatness. He is our purpose, our soul. He is a Florida-bred.
There's a new day dawning in Florida. Never before has a Breeders' Cup Classic winner retired to stud in the Sunshine State. Until now. Adena Springs presents 3-time Grade 1 winner and earner of over $4 million, Fort Larned. New to Adena Springs South.
Sunny Florida produces champions from start to finish. Florida produced Breeders' Cup Classic winner Mucho Macho Man. Florida is one of the premier breeding regions and training centers in the world. We are a leading prep center for Derby winners and contenders. We boast of premier veterinary research centers and 3 major racetracks. Florida has the largest 2-year-old in training sale in the world, selling horses 6 times annually. Florida is proudly represented by the Florida Thoroughbred Breeders and Owners Association. Sunny Florida produces champions from start to finish.
Welcome back to Thoroughbred Week with the Grade 3 Lexington Stakes coming up in this segment. 3-year-old stakes action is presented by BC2A Paste. Reduce the likelihood of tying up with BC2A Paste. We begin with 3-year-old turf fillies at Keeneland in the Grade 3 Appalachian Stakes. Catch a glimpse of the 3-5 favorite. Kurt Becker picks up the call.
Midway on the far turn, though, Princess, catch a glimpse. Ava's Kitten's going to swing wide. Recognition still has a short lead down toward the inside. Outsider Art is in 5th. They turn for home. Catch a glimpse goes to the lead, and Ava's Kitten second on the outside. Princess is now 3rd. Final furlong of the Appalachian. Ava's Kitten coming after Catch a Glimpse, and then Outsider Art 3rd. Catch a Glimpse hanging tough. Ava's Kitten giving her all from the outside. The Canadian Horse of the Year, chased to the wire by Ava's Kitten and Outsider Art. Catch a Glimpse wins it.
Odds-on favorite Catch a Glimpse holds off Ava's Kitten by 3/4 of a length. Florence Giroux aboard the Keeneland Sales Graduate in 137-1. Her 5th consecutive victory coming only a few days after Catch a Glimpse was named 2015 Canadian Horse of the Year. The Mark Casse trainee back at Keeneland, where she captured the Breeders' Cup Juvenile Fillies last fall. She opened the season winning the Grade 3 Here Comes the Bride Stakes at Gulfstream Park. The filly by City Zip was bred in Kentucky by Branch Equine and was a $75,000 Keeneland September yearling. Catch a Glimpse has earned $842,000 for Gary Barber, Michael James Ambler, and Windways Farm. Catch a Glimpse paid $3.20 to win and is the Malone's Favorite of the Week. Presented by Malone's, Lexington's favorite steakhouse. 3-year-old fillies over the main track at Keeneland in the Grade 3 Adena Springs Beaumont Stakes. Lightstream, the 6-5 favorite. Once again, here's Kurt Becker.
Our Girls a Charmer continues to lead by 2. Kinsley Kisses now is being shaken up by John Velasquez because Nickname is moving by to the inside to take over 2nd. There's a 1/4 mile to go, top of the stretch. Our Girls a Charmer chased by Nickname, changing lanes toward the outside and draws alongside the leader. Lightstream up the rail. Kinsley Kisses there on the outside. Nickname at the 8th pole leads it. Lightstream comes up the inside, and Lightstream keeps running on for Julian Leperoux at the 16th pole. Lightstream up the inside to grab the lead in the closing strides of the Adena Springs Beaumont. Lightstream rallies to win it.
Lightstream rallies to defeat nicknamed by 3/4 of a length. Kinsley Kisses third for a sweep by Keeneland sales graduates. Julian Leperoux aboard in 1:26.1. The Brian Lynch trainee advancing to graded stakes company after impressively breaking her maiden first out at Gulfstream Park. The filly by Harlan's Holiday was bred in Kentucky by Anne Marie Farm and was a $55,000 Keeneland September yearling. Lightstream has earned $117,000 for Uphill Stable and Head of Plains Partners. Derby Dan Stallion Shackelford, the only American Classic winner at stud from the Stormcat sire line. Shackelford was strongly represented at the OBS April sale with a session-topping filly at $310,000 and a colt selling for $280,000. Next, the Grade 3 Lexington Stakes. Swipe at 2-1, a slight favorite over Collected. Again, here's Kurt Becker.
Collected to the outside, up to challenge one more round for the top spot. One more round. Fights back toward the inside, leads at 3/4 of a length. Gap of 2, Direct Message third, outward from the rail. Room for Swipe at the inside, who's in fourth, just over 2 lengths from the lead. Riker, center of the track, is 5th. Synchrony is 6th. Big Squeeze in 7th. Yokarm far outside is 8th. Lam Shavak 9th. Call the Colonel 10th and last, 47 and 2/5 seconds for the first half mile. One more round is the leader, 3/4 of a length midway on the far turn. Collected still second, has been there all the way. Gap of 3, Swipe is third ahead. Direct Message 4th. Riker 5th. Synchrony 6th toward the inside, 8 lengths from the front to the top of the short stretch. Collected once again coming after one more round. A gap of 6. Direct Message 3rd. Swipe is in 4th. Riker 5th. Synchrony 6th. Collected coming past the 8th pole has wrestled the lead away from one more round. A margin of 7 more lengths then. Back to Direct Message. Synchrony moves up 3rd toward the inside, but well behind Collected. Javier Castellano rallies Collected past the leader in the stretch to win the Lexington Stakes.
Collected the winner by 4 lengths over one more round for a 1-2 finish by Keeneland sales graduates. Javier Castellano aboard in 1:43.1. Winner of the Grade 3 Sham Stakes in his 3-year-old debut, the Bob Baffert trainee shipped to Keeneland after taking the Sunland Park Festival of Racing Stakes. The colt by City Zip was bred in Kentucky by Runnymede Farm and Peter J. Callahan. A $150,000 Keeneland September yearling and a $170,000 OBS March 2-year-old. Collected has earned $433,000 for Speedway Stable. Spendthrift Farms' emerging topsire Temple City, Dynaformer's best son at stud. Temple City was represented by his 3rd graded stakes winner this year when his sensational Miss Temple City became the first female ever to win Keeneland's Grade 1 Makers 46 Mile. There's still time to breed to Temple City in 2016. Call Spendthrift Farm today.
And Startup Nation is a very promising colt.
Bolo absolutely annihilated them.
Premium beat. Miss Temple City, sharp in the hilltop.
Papa Cool, exploding through under a hand ride here. Very impressive.
In the business of breeding horses, timing is everything. Making ovulation more predictable, Sucromate Equine takes the guesswork out of scheduling breedings. Sucromate is the only FDA-approved deslorelin product indicated for inducing ovulation within 48 hours of treatment. Sucromate is safe, reliable, and results from a large field-based study show Sucromate provides a higher ovulation rate than any other product. Streamline your breeding season with Sucromate Equine.
Mucho Macho Man coming with giant strides.
To honor and serve. At 2, the second highest weighted colt of his generation.
In the Remsen.
A winner of 3 races in 4 starts. At 3, winner of the Grade 1 Cigar Mile against older horses. At 4, won the Woodward Stakes.
Honor and serve would not let Mucho Macho Man by.
To honor and serve. Bernardini's most accomplished son.
Multiple Grade 1 winner First Samurai by Giants Causeway got off to a quick start at stud, siring Grade 1 winners in each of his first 3 crops. His talented son Lee captured the Grade 1 Don Handicap in record time and retired to stud with over $2.3 million in earnings. Sovereign Award nominee Stack Deck captured the Grade 3 Bold Venture Stakes and Grade 2 Kennedy Road Stakes, both just to tick off track record times. First Samurai at Claiborne Farm.
Don't you know Hail Marys are long shots? But even a long shot can be a winner, like at Tampa Bay Downs. Because at Tampa Bay Downs, well, jockey?
At Tampa Bay Downs, you can have a lot of fun, maybe win a little money, watching the horses run.
Awesome. Grandstand admission is free on weekdays and only $2 on weekends. So you think you can catch a race or two?
Yeah, maybe a long shot will pay off for me.
Tampa Bay Downs, live it up at the Downs.
Now a Florida Thoroughbred history moment. Founded in 1956, Ocala Stud is the oldest active thoroughbred farm in Florida and a pioneer in the thoroughbred industry. The landmark Ocala Stud's message is simply put, if you want a runner, look to Ocala Stud. Ocala Stud revolutionized the worldwide industry, creating 2-year-old in training sales. Now represented by the 3rd generation of the O'Farrell family, the farm's reputation as a top producer of thoroughbreds makes them a symbol of excellence. This has been a Florida Thoroughbred history moment.
Welcome back to Thoroughbred Week with the stakes record performance in the Grade 1 Coolmore Jenny Wiley Stakes coming up in this segment. Sprinting fillies and mares at Aqueduct in the Grade 3 Distaff Handicap, cavorting the 11-10 favorite. Larry Colmus picks up the call.
Madame Mamora and Paula's Silver Lining 1-2. They're a length apart now. Bar of Gold is right there with By the Moon, cavorting one off the rail. My Savannah Belle and the trailer is La Madrina. The half was 45-2, and they're into the stretch in the distaff, and Paula's Silver Lining goes up and takes the lead. Bar of Gold on the outside tries to close in. Cavorting is coming up the rail. Then By the Moon and Madame Mamora, but it's Paula's Silver Lining. Paula's Silver Lining has opened up a 5-length lead here as they come down to the wire, drifting out through the stretch, but she's all by herself, taking the distaff over cavorting.
2-1 second choice Paula's Silver Lining by Adina Spring Stallion Ghost Zapper, an easy 3 3/4 length winner over cavorting. Jose Ortiz up in 122 flat. Winner of the Grade 2 Matron Stakes at 2 and the Ruthless Stakes at 3. Paula's Silver Lining was coming off a runner-up finish in the Correction Stakes. The 4-year-old filly was bred in Kentucky by her owner, Vince Scuderi, and is a half-sister to multiple Grade 1 winning millionaire Dad's Caps. Trained by Michelle Nevin, Paula's Silver Lining has earned nearly $519,000. For all your insurance needs, a specialist at Jerry Parks Insurance Group is there to assist you with 40 years of exceptional coverage. Look for Jerry Parks, John Cassie, or Kelly Weeks at upcoming sales. To Oaklawn Park for the Grade 1 Apple Blossom Handicap, Champion Untappable, the 9-10 favorite. Peter Aiello has the call.
Half mile, 48 seconds flat, so well rationed up top is Untappable, who takes him into the far turn, leading it a half a length. 3 wide is Forever Unbridled. From between horses is Streamline. Terrace Tango is now asked to completely go for home, and she's not responding yet. 4th, 5 lengths off the pace. It's a stretch of 3 to Theogony, and trailing the field is Call Pat, and now the pace quickens. Here's Streamline, the Illinois bred, is up, challenged the leader, Untappable off the top of the turn. Forever Unbridled is 3 wide, and 4th is Terrace Tango. 3/16 to go. They went 3/4 and 112-2, and Streamline has the lead. Untappable is struggling now. To the attack is Forever Unbridled, then Terrace Tango and Cole Pat inside the final 16th. Forever Unbridled now takes the lead. It's Forever Unbridled, deep stretch to the winner. It's Forever Unbridled and John Velasquez to win it.
Forever Unbridled continues her winning streak by 2 1/4 lengths over Streamline. John Velasquez aboard in 143 flat. The Dallas Stewart trainee wrapped up her 3-year-old campaign with a victory in the Grade 3 Comley Stakes, and she opened her 4-year-old season winning the Grade 3 Houston Ladies Classic. The filly by Unbridled Song, out of Kentucky Oaks winner Lemons Forever, was bred in Kentucky by her owner Charles Fipke. A full sister to millionaire Unbridled Forever, Forever Unbridled has earned $911,000. Access Thoroughbred Week online every Saturday on Thoroughbred Daily News at thetdn.com. To Keeneland for the Grade 1 Makers 46 Mile on turf. Tourist, the 3-1 favorite against 8 rivals, including the filly Miss Temple City. Kurt Becker has the call.
46 seconds was the time for the first half mile. Heart to Heart leading. Shining Copper around the far turn. Miss Temple City and Reload swinging up to the outside. Tourist looks for running room down toward the inside. Moves up within 2 lengths of the lead, but has to catch Heart to Heart coming off the far turn. Miss Temple City second. Tourist third. Reload is in fourth. Shining Copper is fifth. Miss Temple City is striding forward, coming after Heart to Heart. Final furlong of the Makers 46 mile. Miss Temple City has taken the lead. Miss Temple City to take down the field and beat the boys in the Makers 46 mile for Drayden Van Dyke.
The lone filly in the field, Miss Temple City by Spendthrift Farm Stallion Temple City, defeats Heart to Heart by a length and a quarter. Drayden Van Dyke aboard the Keeneland Sales Graduate in 134 flat, a 108 Beyer speed figure. Miss Temple City making her first start since finishing second by a head in the Grade 1 Queen Elizabeth II Challenge Cup last fall. Trainer Graham Motion cross-entered her in the Grade 1 Jenny Wiley Stakes. Rather than face champion Tepin, he elected to have her take on male turf horses, and she becomes the first distaff winner of the Makers 46 mile. The 4-year-old filly was bred in Kentucky by Bob Feld Bloodstock. Miss Temple City has earned nearly $563,000 for Sagamore Farm, Alan Rosenblum, and the Club Racing. Female turf horses at Keeneland in the Grade 1 Coolmore Jenny Wiley Stakes. Champion Tepin, the 2-5 favorite. Once again, here's Kurt Becker.
23-1 at the quarter, 46 4/5 seconds for the opening half mile. And She's Not Here gets the lead away from Illuminate by a length and a half. Tepin third up on the outside, challenging now for second. Tiger Ride far outside is in fourth. Akatia fifth between horses. Here's Tepin taking over the second position, still 2 lengths off the leader, and She's Not Here at 61-1. Leading favored Tepin off the far turn with a quarter mile to come. And Julian Leperoux gently coaxing Tepin toward the leader as they come toward the 8th pole. Then Illuminate, followed by Tiger Ride. Wakila is running late from the outside. Tepin up through the gearbox now into the final furlong. Chased by Wakila, but 6 lengths between them. Nothing like turning the Keeneland lawn into your personal playground. It is all Tepin to win the Coolmore Jenny Wiley.
Odds-on favorite Tepin draws off to defeat Wakila by 5 lengths. Julian Leperoux aboard in stakes record time of 1:40-2. Now 3 for 3 over the course, Tepin clinched the Eclipse Award as champion turf female with her victory over males in the Breeders' Cup Mile last fall. The 5th consecutive victory for the Mark Casse trainee, who won her last 2 starts at Tampa Bay Downs. The 5-year-old mare by Bernstein was bred in Kentucky by Mockmer Hall and was a $140,000 yearling. Tepin has banked $2,895,000 for Robert Masterson. Julian Leperoux with the Safe Ride of the Week, presented by Sally Horse Fans, the safest way to the winner's circle. Coming up, a last to first winner of the Arkansas Derby.
But Bahamian Squall has won the Sunshine State.
Bahamian Squall in front from Trinity Bird, Jackson Bend far outside. It's Bahamian Squall to win the Smile.
Since Florida's first Kentucky Derby winner, Needles, in 1956, Florida has produced 50 national champions,
the 11th Triple Crown winner,
13 classic winners, 155 millionaires, memorable performances, and 26 Breeders' Cup winners. Produce your next champion in Florida.
Since 1894, Daily Racing Form has told the story of thoroughbred racing. 120 years later, Daily Racing Form continues to tell the story and bridges the worlds of racing and breeding. presenting DRF Sire-powered results. Access race results by Sire, name of horse, track, date, age, type of race, distance, surface, and country. And now, sort results by DRF's exclusive buyer speed figures, available only at DRF Breeding.
For nearly half a century, the Northern Dancer sire line has dominated thoroughbred breeding. Galileo has earned his place among the breed-shaping sires from that lineage.
They're into the stretch. Magician is trying to come late.
Now, his best son in North America
On the far outside, Magician.
will carry on the legacy.
And Magician runs down the fugue.
Time now for the feature race of the week, presented by Keeneland, investing in racing's future since 1936. To Oaklawn Park for the 80th running of the Grade 1 Arkansas Derby. Cupid, the 4-5 favorite. Here's the call by Peter Aiello.
And they're off in the Arkansas Derby. From the far outside, Gettysburg wastes no time. He looking for the lead and looking to cross over. From the center, Unbridled Outlaw comes away in second. The favorite Cupid, and a bit tight now, having to angle off the fence and move into second behind the leader Gettysburg, who's cleared from the 12 post. Then to the inside goes American Pioneer, followed by Gray Sky. It's a length and a half to Dazzling Gem. Cut a corner, saves ground. Luna DeLoco wide on the course. Stretch of another 2 to Sudden Breaking News, who's a length better than Whitmore. Discreetness is second last, and Creator is 12th and last as they run into the backstretch. They went an opening quarter at a robust 22-4, and it's Gettysburg in front. Off the fence, the favorite Cupid will flank him from second. American Pioneer is on hold for Bejarano, racing in third now. Then Unbridled Outlaw fourth. Out wide is Gray Sky from fifth. Then racing up on the inside goes Cut a Corner sixth. Moving up on the outside is Dazzling Gem seventh. Stretch of 5, losing ground Luna DeLoco. Passed by Discreetness and Sudden Breaking News. They're 10 lengths behind. Whitmore is still second last and trailing his Creator. 46-4 for the half mile. Less than half a mile to go in the Arkansas Derby. Gettysburg continues to lead. Up on the outside, Cupid continues to inch forward from second. Gray Sky is now third. 3 wide, Dazzling Gem. American Pioneer is next with Unbridled Outlaw between horses. Then back to the inside goes Cut a Corner, and Whitmore has a lot to do and a quarter to do it. And they're into the stretch now of the Arkansas Derby, and the leader is still Gettysburg. 3 quarters, 1:10-3. Gettysburg has the lead. Creator will not get the job done. On the outside, here's Whitmore coming on. Big Changes is next, and Creator is flying. Creator now strikes to the lead. Down the outside, Sudden Breaking News is coming late. Creator of Sudden Breaking News. Creator's almost there. It's Ricardo Santana Jr. It's Creator to win the Arkansas Derby.
11-1 Creator by Gainesway stallion Tappet comes flying from last to defeat Sudden Breaking News by a length and a quarter. A 1-2 finish by Keeneland sales graduates. Ricardo Santana Jr., the winning jockey, in 150 flat. A 7 1/4 length maiden winner over the track 2 starts back. The Steve Asmussen trainee was coming off a 3rd place finish in the Grade 2 Rebel Stakes won by race favorite Cupid. The winner was bred in Kentucky by Mount Brilliant Broodmares. Creator has earned $768,000 for Windstar Farm. The colt was consigned by Gainesway to the 2014 Keeneland September yearling sale, where he was purchased by Maverick Racing for $440,000. Grade 1 Arkansas Derby winner Creator, the Keeneland sales graduate of the week. Much more coming up next week on Thoroughbred Week. See you next week.
Thoroughbred Week is presented by the Florida Thoroughbred Breeders and Owners Association and the Florida Department of Agriculture. Online at tbredweek.com.